Hey, you passionpreneurs, Lauren Bateman here. You may be coming from my last video, which was how to find your niche, which kind of expands in this video, which is where we're going to answer the question of who is my exact customer and how that can help us with marketing and selling. So let's get into that. Now, if you guys didn't see that last video, I'll put a link down in the description and you guys can go check it out after you watch this one. So in business, it's very important for us to know who our customer is, who our ideal person is, because all of our marketing decisions, everything we do with how we build our website, the colors we use, everything will be around who this person is. You're going to use totally different marketing and totally different descriptions and wording for a 30-year-old stay-at-home mom versus a 60-year-old, motorcycle rider who's ready for retirement. Okay, these are two very different people. Now, in marketing, it's very important to know who your person is, and oftentimes we call this an avatar. There's probably other phrases, but avatar is one of the most popular ones. And depending on who that avatar is, that's what your messaging and your branding is focused on. To give you an example, for my YouTube channel, I actually focus more on older adults, surprisingly. So that means a lot of the music and lessons I do on my channel tend to be music that's older. I don't tend to do a lot of newer music. But just because I'm targeting an older demographic doesn't mean I don't also get people from a younger demographic as well. So what we want to do in this exercise is we want to get a piece of paper and we want to write someone's name at the top, whether it's a male or a female. And maybe you attract both, but I would just pick one for now. All right, so let's start. Let's say Joe is our person. We want to know, how old is Joe? Joe's in his 40s. Great. How much household income? How much money does this person need to afford to buy your product? So if you're offering a product that's $100, the income's probably going to be much lower than if you're offering a product that's $5,000. So we do want to know what the household income is. Does Joe have any children? Is he single? Is Joe healthy? Is he overweight? Now, if you're a fitness person, you might want Joe to be someone who's maybe 10 to 20 pounds overweight, who's looking to get back into shape. It's very important to know who that person is. The other important thing is, where does Joe hang out? What groups is he a part of? Okay, what hobbies does Joe like? Because these are different advertising markets. So for example, Facebook, there's lots of community groups. I belong to like a classic cars community group. Well, guess what? I love classic cars, and guess who love classic cars? Older guys who want to learn how to play guitar. So it just happens to blend that way, but that's where my people are hanging out, and I also hang out there. So these are great ways to find your customers too. Also, the last thing we want to know is, what kind of problems does Joe have? I mean, we talked about one of them. Joe's a little bit overweight. Maybe Joe went to the doctors and found out he has high cholesterol, okay? Especially if you're trying to work on a weight loss program. What problems does Joe have, and how can we solve those problems? Because that's what we're going to put into our marketing. So what are the top 3 problems that Joe has? And this is going to give you so much clarity on who the person is that you ideally love to work with. Now, if you were having trouble in the last video about finding your niche, once you figure out who your avatar is, you might want to go back to that video, rewatch that, and maybe reassess what your niche is, because now that you have a clearer vision of who your customer is, you might know exactly who or what your business should be about now, which you may not have had that clarity before. This is a really super cool lesson. You can tell I'm really passionate about it because I'm really into it. I love marketing and advertising, but this is going to give you a lot of clarity in your business, and I highly recommend that if you haven't done this, that you sit down right now and you figure out specifically who the person is that you're marketing to, so that you can have a clearer picture and clearer branding on your website and everything that you do in your business. If you like this content, make sure to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any business questions, shoot me a comment and I'll try and answer it as best I can. Maybe I'll make a video for you. And if you're interested in learning more, a couple videos are going to pop up over here. Check those out. Probably more stuff on growing your business or building a business. I hope to see you guys in another lesson.